Dating can be a complicated thing, and I can imagine it's even more complicated as a big celebrity, as you'd assume most people would know who you are, and you could never quite be sure of their motives. But there are some times where you meet someone and hit it off instantly, and in some of those cases, random people got a chance with stars they've idolized their whole lives. And some of those people luckily ended up married with kids too. Starting off at number 10, we have Jake T. Austin and Danielle Caesar. So Danielle Caesar is literally a living legend to those that run celebrity fan accounts or just straight up fangirls of huge celebrities. The story here is so crazy it's almost hard to believe. But their love story started after Danielle had been a fan for many years, tweeting him incessantly and often telling him how much she loved and adored him, even joking that they would be married someday. Then after appreciating the love from the loyal fan, Jake ended up following her back. And after they had interacted online, they finally met at an autograph signing of his. And he was so impressed by her in person that they actually ended up dating. And they are still together to this day. And the story is giving hope to fangirls everywhere, including myself, that I will one day date Harry Styles. I'll keep you guys updated when that ends up happening. And at number 9, Conan O'Brien and Liza Powell. So another crazy story has to do with Conan O'Brien. So Conan and his now wife Liza met while she was working as an advertising executive. Basically, her company agreed to work on a skit on the show, and it brought the couple together. And the craziest part is that everything was filmed. So there's actual footage of the two of them meeting, and Conan even told Piers Morgan in an interview once, quote, "Somewhere in the vault at NBC, there's footage of me literally falling for my wife on camera." Then after Conan was not only impressed by her beauty but her intelligence, the couple dated for a few years before getting married in 2002. In at number 8, Jessica Alba and Cash Warren. Jessica and Cash met in a place that seems pretty predictable for what they both do, and that's on set. The pair actually met while Cash was a production assistant on the set of Fantastic Four back in 2004, where Jessica played one of the main characters in the film. And like most people, I'm sure Cash had been a fan of Jessica's for years before actually working with her on set. And since their meeting, the two have been inseparable, getting married in 2008 and having 3 kids together. Up at number 7, Joe Jonas and a bunch of fans. So Joe isn't well known for dating one fan in particular, but actually a bunch of them. Joe has said on a few occasions that he used to take advantage of being famous and would date tons of attractive fans just because he could. He even spoke about one time he invited a fan to a movie, but he doesn't remember the movie whatsoever because they were basically making out the whole time. And you might be wondering if his fiancée Sophie Turner was a fan of his before dating him. And the answer is a big fat no. Apparently Sophie actually hated the Jonas Brothers, if you can believe it. She actually claims she was a big fan of a rival UK band called Busted, and her friends believe that the Jonas Brothers were the ones that actually broke the band up. But I just have to say, I was the biggest Jonas Brothers fan back in the day. Like, it was one of my first concerts I ever went to, so I can confidently say that if Joe asked me out, I'd definitely go. Up at number 6, Patrick Dempsey and Jillian Fink. So Jillian Fink is another person that got incredibly lucky when she met Patrick Dempsey after being a longtime fan. After Patrick divorced from his wife Rochelle Parker in 1994, Patrick ended up meeting Jillian at a salon where he scheduled a haircut. She told people that she was shocked when he ended up coming in for the appointment, but she was obviously excited because of who he was. And after about 3 years of getting haircuts with her, he finally decided to ask her out. And they ended up getting married in 1999. The couple did actually end up hitting a rocky stride in their relationship, at one point filing for divorce. But the pair ended up calling off the divorce and are still together today. But like, seriously, who could give up McDreamy? Major points to whoever gets that reference also. Up at number 5, Jerry Seinfeld and Jessica Sklar. So Jerry Seinfeld and his now wife Jessica actually met in a pretty controversial way. They met at a Reebok gym in New York City in 1998. But the issue was that Jessica had just got married to a theatrical producer 2 months prior. But after speculation that there was infidelity in her marriage because of Jerry, she spoke out about how in her first marriage there were many issues before they actually walked down the aisle, saying that Jessica felt their marriage was already broken and she had already been in the process of moving her stuff out of her husband's apartment. But after her and Jerry's meet cute, the two became inseparable and got married in 1999. And they're still together to this day. Up at number 4, Prince William and Kate Middleton. So Kate and William met in 2001 when they were both students at the University of St. Andrews in Fife, Scotland. But when she was younger, Kate was a huge fan of William's and had a massive crush on him. But like, really, who could blame her? There was even a rumor that back when Kate was 13, she had a poster of William hanging in her room. But as fate would have it, after meeting in university, the pair got married in what some called the wedding of the century back in 2011, and currently have 3 adorable children together. Up at number 3, Nicolas Cage and Alice Kim. So Nicolas Cage and Alice Kim are another couple who had a typical rom-com meet cute. Basically, after separating from his first 2 wives, Cage met his 3rd wife in 2004, while she was 19 and working as a waitress at a Los Angeles restaurant. The pair even ended up getting married that same year and were together until 2016 when they got a divorce. But Cage definitely has a knack for fast marriages, as since their divorce, he got married to Erica Quake in 2019, but they ended up getting divorced that same year. Up at number 2, Reese Witherspoon and Jim Toth. So after getting divorced from her first husband, Reese found true love again with somewhat of a colleague. The couple's love story started when they were both at a friend's party in 2010. And the pair actually had a connection, as Reese was signed to CAA and Jim was actually a talent agent there as well. And how they actually ended up talking at the party is pretty adorable. So basically, another drunk guy was hitting on Reese, and after Jim could tell she wasn't really feeling it, he then swooped in and came to Reese's rescue. Reese actually spoke about the incident in an interview, saying that basically the guy came over and was slurring his words and pointing his fingers at Reese aggressively. And when Jim saw this, he came over and said to excuse the friend, as he had just been through a bad breakup. And Reese said that's when she fell for Jim, as she loved how he was a good friend by pulling him out of that situation, and it just showed how good of a person that he was. After their meeting, they got married in 2011 and are still happily together today. And finally, at number 1, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. So this last one is like a 50-50, as obviously both people were incredibly famous when they got together after being friends for years, but Kanye in particular was a massive fan of Kim's before they got together. And he even said on many occasions that he was gonna marry her one day. There was even a rumor that he drew himself onto a Kardashian family Christmas card at one point. Okay, that one might be a little weird. Kanye even said that he felt a magnetic attraction to her when he first met her, even though she was married to her first husband at that time. But even after Kim had been married multiple times, he never gave up hope. And when she was single again after her divorce from Kris Humphries, Kanye decided to finally make his move. And as we know, they have been married ever since and have 4 children together.
Then that's when we started falling in love. The next thing you know, after Surreal Life, we stayed at the Mondrian Hotel.
Kryptonite? Any kryptonite? So that's your worst enemy, right?
I'm so jealous. You guys are awesome.
You guys are actually the cutest couple in Hollywood, we think.
People love celebrities, the looks, the money, the fame. It seems this is something people all over the world crave. Not everyone, of course, but a good majority. And that's most likely why people tend to lie about being in relationships with celebrities or famous people such as athletes. Alright, so starting off our list at number 10, we got Matt and Tila Tequila. Matt was pretending to date Tila, as you can clearly see. This man posted a photo of Tila and that he misses her dearly, but she's the best girlfriend ever. And when someone in the comments calls Matt out saying that's Tila Tequila, the man denies it and says he doesn't know who that is. Then when someone posts the original photo from Tila's Instagram that this man stole, he goes as far as writing, "Can you send me the link so I can message them and ask why they're using pictures of my girlfriend?" To make matters much worse, another comment calls him out for sliding into someone's DMs, trying to lose his virginity before his 21st birthday. Yikes. At number 9, we got Olivia. Now Olivia is adorable because she's clearly just a little girl who's got a big old crush on Justin Bieber. So she posted a photo of what appears to be Justin puckering up to give Olivia a kiss. One of her friends even comments, "Is this real? Oh my god, you're so lucky." Olivia then says she knows where he's staying and has his phone number. When the friend asks for Bieb's number, Olivia gets quite defensive of her fake boyfriend and says, "I'm not telling you because then you will tell everyone and everyone will bother me, so no, and my mom said not to tell anyone." Now the real question here is, does Olivia's mom know what she's posted on the internet? Because I think she could have posted a much more believable photo than the one she did. Coming at number 8, we got Steve-O and Nicole Richie. Both somewhat celebrities, at least I'd say they are. Nicole and Steve-O had an incredibly fake relationship back in the early 2000s. It turned out their short-lived relationship was all for publicity, and Steve-O fully admitted that was the case when he appeared on Howard Stern. He told Howard that Nicole would call the paparazzi, pick him up because he didn't drive, and wanted to get some publicity for something other than being incredibly skinny. Steve-O was all for it because he loved the attention and being featured in the tabloids, something he hadn't had much of a taste of previously while being a part of the Jackass crew. We got Trisha Paytas and Brad Pitt. Trisha is known for causing some controversies, and here she is with yet another one. For 2 weeks, Trisha claimed she was engaged and going to get married, leaving many fans and people in general wondering who the mystery man was. Then she revealed she had gotten engaged to Brad Pitt. but not the real Brad Pitt. Oh no, this was a cardboard cutout of Brad Pitt. And then she went as far as getting married to the cardboard cutout, although there is no official marriage certificate, so who really knows what's going on with this girl? Seems like just another scheme to get the attention of the YouTube world and continue having the spotlight on her. But I mean, if she says she's marrying Brad Pitt, is she really lying? What else would you call a life-size cardboard cutout of Brad Pitt? A life-size cardboard cutout of Brad Pitt? At number 6, we got Flava Flav and Bridget Nielsen. Now this is an interesting relationship because many seem to think it was odd and of course incredibly fake. The two first met and allegedly fell in love while they were both on The Surreal Life. Their surprising relationship led the two of them to get in their own reality show, Strange Love. It ran for 4 months back in 2005 and ended with the two of them going their separate ways and Nielsen getting married to Mattia Desi, her Italian boyfriend. Flav would go on to get another reality show, Flavor of Love, where he pretty much acted as the bachelor looking for true love. And that was the end of their very short 4-month or 5-6 month relationship. I think it was fake. And at number 5, we got Kaylee Cuoco and Henry Cavill. Back in 2013, the two stepped out into the public eye and the tabloids were all over this new fling. Cavill was a new action star and Cuoco was and still is one of the highest paid women on TV. This was around the time Cavill was promoting Man of Steel, and it seems he needed more of a publicity boost to get him behind the brand of playing Superman. He wasn't known for being obnoxiously in your face. In fact, he was quite the opposite. It seems Cavill liked to keep to himself. At the time, Cuoco was trying to break free from the typecast of being the dumb blonde girl from Big Bang Theory, so she and Cavill got together. It was later revealed they were actually represented by the same PR firm, and although their relationship didn't last too long, it certainly got the people talking and did the trick. Although I think they would be an amazing couple, so shame it was all just for show. And at number 4, we have Megan James and Rob Kardashian. I won't lie, I had no idea who Megan James was before I stumbled upon this story. In fact, I still don't really know who she is, but that's irrelevant. Apparently Megan had a publicity team contact multiple media outlets to leak a story that she and Rob Kardashian were dating. And these media outlets took the bait and ran with the story that Rob is dating the reality star. But then Rob took to his social media to clear the air. He tweeted out, "Wait, reading online about some chick I'm dating Megan something. Not true, never even met her or heard of her before." Then James posted on Instagram in a now deleted post claiming she isn't dating Rob, never claimed to be dating him, and capped it off with, "I'm just Megan something that most of you have never heard of. I was just as confused as anyone else and was told not even to entertain it." So who knows what really happened here? I think maybe Megan's lying, but who knows. And at number 3, we got Tyani Liao. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I looked it up and it sounded wrong, but I figured the online pronunciation was better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Tayan or Tayani or something, so. Anyways, an anonymous Facebook account claimed to be dating the Brazilian model back in 2012. However, when it was posted that this anonymous person was in a relationship with a girl named Victoria, who was using photos of Liao, someone was quick to call them out. A user by the name of Sam posted a link to Liao's modeling account and then followed up their comment with, "Nice try." I mean, if you're gonna fake a relationship with anyone, maybe just do a quick reverse Google image search to make sure they're not an incredibly known model. I don't know, just in case like something like this happens, because now our friend looks like an idiot. Coming at number 2, we got Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ was actually caught up in a completely fabricated scandalous story when a woman claimed he was not only the father of her unborn child, but was also his fiance, whom he cheated on with 2 exotic dancers. Quite the story, huh? Well, OBJ denied the claims and went as far as hiring a private investigator to get to the bottom of this. Turns out the whole story was in fact a hoax, and this woman seemingly made up an entire relationship involving Odell. There were even fake text messages, and I'm not sure why she'd make this story up, but goddamn, it was believable. And in at number 1, Donnie and the top secret celeb. What an interesting fellow we have here. So Donnie, which is apparently this guy's name, posted a clearly photoshopped picture of him standing by a waterfall with a woman who seems to be possibly sitting there, basking in the sun, wearing nothing but her birthday suit. When someone commented on the photo, "Do you know that girl?" Donnie replied, "She used to model with me. She's an Australian actress." When asked what her name is, Donnie responds, "For legal purposes, I cannot disclose her name. Sorry." Oh man. It's one thing to lie, it's another thing to get caught in the lie, and another thing to be so bad at lying that it turns into a joke. It seems Donnie falls under the 3rd category here.